What it do, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3 Episode 10 review. So today was the season finale episode of Ghost, and I must say, and I have not said this about this franchise in years, but this was my favorite episode of Ghost, period, but of the Power Ghost Tasha and them world episode that I have seen since maybe season 3 of regular Power. This episode was so well written. Whoever wrote this episode, keep them on the payroll, child. Have them writing every episode moving forward. It was so good. So many twists and turns. And it left me on the edge of my seat waiting for season 4 because I can't wait to see how everything is going to play out. Like, I'm super excited. Like, they really truly did the dang on thing with this episode. Best episode that I have seen from this universe in quite some time. So the episode kicks off with Effie still in custody, but now she's being transferred to a jail cell. She got her orange jumpsuit. She got all her stuff for her room. And she's being escorted to her room by this crooked correctional officer, the same one that was effing with Tasha when Tasha was in jail. And she like, where am I going? Because like, this ain't where she's supposed to be being, housed. And she was like, you've been moved pretty much, girl. Like, we gonna see how tough you are. So she goes into her room and she like, okay, it's about to go down. Okay, all right. So Tariq tells Brayden that he got to find Tasha. So he putting on his clothes and stuff, because mind you, he was still in the emergency room at the hospital. He trying to figure out where his mama at, because he know Uncle Tommy then took her, might have done something to her. And he was like, I'm not about to let him pop my mama. And so he was like, you got a gun on you? He was like, yeah, I'm always strapped. Like, you know who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, give me your gun. So Brayden hands him his gun. They part ways. Monet meets with Noma, finally, face to face. The two titans have finally met, and says that she can't trust Tariq, but can trust her. And Noma looking like, girl, how can I trust you when you was banging my fiance? By the way, where is he? And she shows her the ring, and she was like, girl, I don't know. We're here to talk business. We ain't here to talk Peter Weeders. What you mean? So, Noma then surprisingly, but then not again, so surprised, slices Obi, her right hand, in the face because he kept information from her about Tariq needing more time to, get the product out or whatever. So, you don't cross Noma. So now he got his beautiful chocolate face slashed from trying to help Tariq. So things ain't looking too good for Playboy. So Tariq goes to Kate's house looking for Tommy. And he got the strap. And she was like, boy, if you don't put that gun down, is that a water gun? Is that a fake gun? Tariq, I used to change your diaper. Boy, get out my face. Kate did not take him seriously at all. So she sit him down and she says that Monet came and gave her a letter from sex. So, but she said she was like a lady with red or burgundy hair came to the house. So he was like, oh, Monet. So he was like, my mother's address was on that. She was like, I didn't know that. I just passed the information on to my son, period. So now Tariq is even more heated because he's thinking that Monet, revealed his mother's whereabouts, and now Tommy got her, and it's all because of Monet. So now he's even more pissed, and he's out for blood. So Monet then goes to the warehouse and tells Kane, Drew, Tariq, and Brayden that she's now in charge. And they looking like, we got to deal with this crooked heifer. Like, I thought we was done with her. So she lets them know that they got to find a new market to get this, product out. And they got to get her money back from the country club, because she invested that money and she need her money back. So now they all like, oh, Lord, we got to deal with this tyrant here. Like, ain't nobody got time for this foolishness. So Monet was like, Tariq, I got to talk to you. So she pulled him outside and then pulled out her pow-pow on him and accuses him of telling the kids that she was the one that pow-pow Lorenzo. And he was like, no, I did not. Like, what are you talking about? Because it wasn't him. It was Evelyn, actually, but she don't know that. And so he then confronts her about sending Tommy after Tasha. And she was like, I don't know what you talking about. Like, I ain't had nothing to do with that. And at that point, I'm thinking she just lying. You know, like, girl, you did. But I'm thinking she just still covering her tracks. So she then tells him that Effie and Lauren can't talk. Like, you need to handle that ASAP. Like, they cannot talk. Because if so, everybody getting pow-pow, okay? So soon as she turned her back and walk off, he about to pop her from the back because he's sick of her. But Obi stops him and was like, yo, chill. Chill. He was like, I got the green cards. You help me, so I'm helping you, giving you advice. It don't benefit them to make that type of move. He was like, just chill. And once we get back in Noma's good graces, especially me talking about Obi, we can figure it out. But just chill. Like, now is not the time to make no harsh moves, decisions, or whatever. So Tariq like, all right, I'm going to chill. I'm going to let her live. I'm going to let her rock for right now. But if anything happened to my mama, it's up and it's stuck. So Monet calls Diana and was like, look, little girl. Look at little black bee. Get out your feelings. Because I need to know if Tariq is really the snitch. Call me back. So Tariq follows Monet from the warehouse. Because he's still like, I don't care what Obi talking about. I'm about to pop this bee. But as soon as he's starting to follow her, he gets cut off by Tommy. And he looking like, really, nigga? So Tommy was like, follow me. So he follows Tommy. They pull over. And he holding him at, you know. And Tommy was like, boy, put that gun down. So Tariq puts the gun down. And Tommy says that he and Tasha hashed everything out. We then get a flashback of what happened in that scene. And I told y'all that Tasha was the one that hit him over the head. But that was obvious. And she basically was like, you know, I saved your life with having to get rid of Keisha because she was going to tell on all of us. You know, at first he still was in denial about it, but she was like, yo, I saved your life then. I'm saving your life now. We family. We got to get over this beef. Like, I love you. And he was like, yo, like, I missed you too. I just want to go smoke an L and ride around the city like we used to. I got a brother and a nephew. And she was like, what? Meanwhile, Tariq just on the ground like this, passed out. And so Tommy says, you know, to him that Tasha wouldn't want you to go after Monet. And plus, you ain't got no backup for that. Like, you'll be starting a war that you can't fight. And he was like, look, at this point, either you need to be a civilian or you gonna be a gangster, but you can't do both at this point because that's where your daddy messed up. So he was like, all right, so if I decide to go full in, you got my back. And he was like, nah, this ain't my beef. They think I'm, you know, dead already in New York. And I was like, well, not for long, because fake Angela gonna find out via those pictures that you're still alive, and then that's gonna bring the two worlds back together again. And I can't wait till all of that happens. So Tariq is like, okay, back to square one, trying to figure out what is he going to do. So then we see Tate win for Congress or whatever, and he proposes to Harper. She's super excited. She says yes. So Kane, Drew, and Diana meet up to discuss Monet. And Diana was like, we got to get rid of her. This is all her fault. Like, I want to have my own life and everything. And Kane was like, when are y'all going to realize that we don't live normal lives? Drew, I need you to man the F up. You're not going to be an NBA housewife. We're drug dealers. Baby, when he told that man that he was not going to be an NBA housewife, y'all, I hollered. Because that is exactly what Drew wants to be. And I hate Drew. I hate Drew so much. But I do love this season that they came with the jokes this season. The jokes were always on point coming from Kane. Love that from Kane. And so he was like, I gotta go, what did he say? I gotta go steal something from somebody or whatever. He had to go make a move. So he leaves. So now it's just Diana and Drew. And Diana was like, F both of them. And Drew was like, you know, you sure right. They never gonna see us coming. So at this point, it's the two of them going against Kane and Monet. Because they like, we want our lives. I'm gonna be an NBA housewife, okay? I'm gonna be on RuPaul's Drag Race. I am going to be the first gay housewife on Bravo that is a man, okay? Okay, you're not gonna dash my dreams. Boo. So Monet and Kane then storm into the Weston house to get their money back. So they end up stealing a Monet painting that had me cracking up, and a watch. So Braid and Daddy just looking like, I cannot believe you are still tangled up in this mess and these people. Like, who are you? Like, what are you doing? And he was like, sir, my whole uncle was doing a Ponzi scheme. Like, nobody in this family is, on the straight and narrow. Like, what he did ain't no worse than what I'm doing. Like, y'all are a bunch of hypocrites. So he storms out the house. Monet tells Kane to handle Effie. And he was like, she good. Like, you ain't got to worry about her. And she like, boy, you so meow whipped. She was like, can't you see that B is out for herself? You know what? Fine. I'll handle it. So he like, okay. Because, he still cared for her, even though she played him to the left. He still cared for old girl. So, like I said, Effie has been moved to a different cell. She gets a text message from Kane. And it says, Monet is coming for you. Watch your back. So she already on guard, ready to go. And so Davis tells Tariq that Effie got to go. And Tariq was like, what? Like, you just won't be out here powering folks left and right. I thought that's what you were supposed to be telling me not to do. Okay, girl, calm down, because your brother didn't, went on to Jesus up there with Tina. Like, chill. So Tariq was like, Effie has the picture I need to get from under Noma's thumb. And he was like, well, David says you'll never get to use it if Lauren testifies, which reminds me, Lauren got to go too. He like, yo. You are not on Unsolved Mysteries. This is not Law and Order SVU. Well, who do you think I am? Jeffrey Dahmer? Sir, no. So Tariq was like, what if Lauren recants her story? She got to feel more in danger if she testifies than if she doesn't. So they like, oh, okay. So that's how we gonna handle that situation. So Effie is in her cell, and an inmate walks into her cell and tries to attack her with a shank or whatever. They end up fighting and banging or whatever. Some guards come in and break it up, and then the CO was like, oh, so you tougher than I thought. I'm like, sit down, big worm. I can't stand that CO. So after that, Tariq visits her. So she was like, were you the one that just had me attacked? And he was like, no. Why would I be here if I just tried to get you shanked? Make it make sense. So he tells her that he needs that picture, but she says she ain't giving him nothing. And plus she already found the girl, and she's not going to give over that information until he gets her out of jail. So he like, all right, I'm gonna make that happen. So Tariq then tells Braden and Kane to threaten Lauren's parents so she won't feel safe, even in Woodsack, so she can recant her story and get Effie out of jail. So they like, all right, bet, we're going to go handle that. So so Kane and them go handle that. They run up on her parents in a townhouse. Lauren then meets up with Tariq in the dead of night in the park or whatever with a little butter knife child, thinking she about to do something. And Kane and Braden then pop out of nowhere. She was like, oh my God, you set me up. So she like this with the little butter knife. And Kane shows her the video of him holding her parents and Tariq was like, yo, what are you doing? That wasn't a part of our plan. He was like, look, I don't listen to you, Sister Soldier. Like, no, absolutely not. And so Lauren was like, Jenny and Sachs were right about you. The guns, the drugs, all come back to you. I'm going to handle this, but if anything happened to my family, I ain't got no problem taking all of y'all down with me. So Tariq was like, tell them people to leave that girl, mama and daddy alone. So he was like, all right, bet. So, like I said, Tate wins the seat in Congress. Everybody is congratulating him. Davis is there and pulls him to the side and was like, what's happening, nigga? Yo, I hollered. And, he got to act like he's such a constituent around his people or whatever. So Tate is still trying to act like he on the up and up and not a hood dude at the heart of him, not knowing that Harper is off to the side, ear hustling, listening to everything that they say. So Davis tells him that Tariq and the Tejadas know it was him that burned them at Weston Holdings and that you got a bullet coming your way. He was like, get the charges against Diana drop and make sure they back off of me as well. So he like, all right, but you know, I can still make sure that you handle as well. Like, I'm the new congressman, like I can get you effed up too. So Harper realizes that he's still, you know, out here doing dirt, and she storms off. She's done with him at this point. But I don't really think she done with him yet. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to be able to reel her back in season 4. And plus, I need them to flesh out her character more. It's just like she came in, she the new teacher. I woke up one day, watched the show, and they was in a relationship. I don't even remember how they got in a relationship. Then they getting engaged. Don't really know who she is, what she got going on. They need to flesh out her character so much more. So Lauren tells Jenny that either she talks to Effie or she doesn't testify. So Lauren visits Effie in jail, and Effie was like, you know, this was never personal between us. It was all business. But if you get on that stand, it will become personal, threatening her. And she was like, girl, you are not in a position to be threatening me. Like, I'm the one that hold all the cards. Okay. And so Lauren ended up leaving, and you can tell that Effie did feel low-key bad for what she did to sis, but you know, she out here on some survival of the fullest type time. So Lauren takes the stand and says that Jenny forced her to say all the things that she said in her statement. And Jenny is standing there looking like, what? Oh my God. This caramel demon. So the case is immediately closed. Lauren leaves with her family. She has left New York. She's gone away to get away from all of these crazy people. Now, I don't know if at some point she gonna end up coming back because Tariq really did care for her and love her. So I don't know if they're gonna end up together in the future. I don't know. I really don't want him to end up with her neither. Get him a new love interest, because I'm sick of all these heifers. So Tariq gets Effie out of jail, and she was like, how did you do it? He was like, you know, I got my ways. He was like, now can you give me the information on Noma's daughter? So she was like, she goes to NYU, and I don't even think she knows that her mom is a criminal. So he was like, all right, bet. So Effie's still trying to get back with him. And he was like, I can't trust you, girl. You done played me twice. What I look like? Do I really look like a simp to you? Look, I'll take you back to your crib, but that's about it. Like, I'm good. And she was like, oh, okay. And so she decides to make her own way back to the crib because she in her feelings because he don't want to be with her. And I'm like, girl, what did you expect? You lied to this man. You played him twice. Make it make sense, Effie. Girl. So, Tariq and Brayden are together, and Tariq tells Brayden that, you know, he ready to use Noma's daughter against her to get their freedom. But Brayden was like, I changed my mind. I don't want to do this no more. It was fun playing around with you in the ghetto, but I'm a West End, and our ship is sinking, and it's getting really real, girl. So peace, I'm out. And Tariq looking like, I know you lying. I know you lying. Like, you about to give up and leave me when we in the thick of it, my G. They say these hoes ain't loyal. No, these white folks ain't loyal. Okay. So he is pissed. And I'm like, Brayden, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. Like, it's either you going to be a civilian or you going to be a gangster. Which one is it? Because you can't continue to play back and forth on what you want to do, sir. I'm sick of you. So Diana visits Tariq at his dorm room and says that she wants out and she needs his help. So he tells her that Monet, you know, has something to do with Tasha, you know, going missing with Tommy and all of that stuff. And he says that, you know, he don't want no war, like, but they need to figure this out. So Diana was like, we need Monet gone. And so she was like, and I need your help. I'll help you do it. Like, nobody got to know. Diana was like, she's been wanting me to come over to talk. I'll pick her up at the house and tell her Drew's at the penthouse waiting to hash things out. I'll pull up right to where you'll be hiding. You put 2 bullets through the window and drive off. I'll tell Drew and Kane I never saw the Pow Powers face. So he like, I bet. So we get to the Tejada's house. We see Monet get into the car with Diana, And Diana got an attitude with her, and Monet has a heart-to-heart moment with her daughter for the first time. It was like, I'm tough on y'all because I love you. Like, your daddy was the one that wanted y'all in this life. We had to do what your daddy said. So in order to survive, I had to look at y'all like soldiers, but I love y'all. But she was like, that's the only way I know how to show it. So Diana like, oh my God, my mama do love me. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm about to have you pop out and you don't even know it. Oh my God. So she was like, Mama, I left some in the house. Come back in the house with me. And right when she says that, a car pulls up and was like, so Monet immediately, covers Diana. Kane comes out the house thumping. The car speed off. The car drives past Tariq, who's sitting at the far end of the street, and he sees the driver and that it was Tasha. He like, Mom. Dang, my mama a rider. That's why, with you, mama. That's why I killed daddy for you. So, Kane gets to the car and see that Monet been shot several times in her camel coat. So, then we get to the hospital and find out that Monet is in surgery, but she's still in critical condition. So, Diana was like, she sacrificed herself for me, to save me. So Kane was like, did you see who did this? And she looks up at Drew and was like, Tariq. He thinks Monet sent Tommy after his mom. And Drew and Kane look at each other and was like, he gotta go. He gotta go. And so at first I was like, oh, so Diana did do this on her own. Drew and Kane didn't know that she was about to have their mama set up. I'm completely forgetting about their conversation earlier in the episode. Then Kane was like, all right, I'm gone. So he leaves. Drew sits down next to Diana and was like, what the F, Diana? What, like, it was supposed to happen. Kane then was supposed to find out that it was Tariq and then pow him, and then we was going to be in the clear. What happened? And she was like, somebody else messed up our plan. So we flash back to 4 days prior, and we see that Drew and Diana set up this whole thing to get rid of Monet and Tariq. And that she was the one who actually went to Kate's house, and she had on one of Monet's wigs. And I said, bravo, bravo, bellissimo. Great writing, great writing. Did not see it coming. So dope. Loved every bit of it. Loved it. So proud of y'all. This is getting back to old school power. Yes. So Tariq meets up with Tasha in the dead of the night, and Tariq tells her that his trust fund is gone. She like, damn, Reek, what did you doing? So she tells him that with Monet shot, now he got some time to get close to Noma. And he was like, bet. And then I can learn everything she knows so I can take everything she got and bring you home. And I was like, let's go, son. That's Tasha's son. Yeah, buddy. So fake ass Angela's sister gives her son a letter from Saks. And it's a drive or whatever in there. So I don't know what's on this hard drive, but now he got the info. So fake ass Angela's son about to get pow next season for getting nosy like his auntie. So I'm already seeing he gonna get in too deep and get pow. So then at the end of the episode, Tariq is at the warehouse with Noma and says that he wants to work beside her. And she was like, oh, really? And she was like, bold, after the hit on Monet, I heard whoever did it didn't finish the job. Did you have anything to do with it? He was like, nah. And then the Tejadas walk out and was like, oh, really? You didn't have nothing to do with it? Because I think you did. And so Kane holding him at gunpoint. And Tariq was like, Diana, D, tell him I ain't had nothing to do with it. Like, she was like, he almost got me killed too. And I'm like, ooh, Diana. Really? Really, girl? That's what we doing now? I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. Really, girl? You went, ooh. So Tariq was like, oh, word, that's what we doing? So Tariq was like, right when Kane was about to pow, he was like, Anya Covington. And Noma was like, wait, what you say? And he was like, Anya Covington. I know that's your daughter. I know where she at. And if anything happened to me, I got people eyes on her and they'll have her pow. And she was like, oh, really? I don't think so. You're a little too late. Out walks Effie. And he was like, Effie, what you doing here? Effie was like, I told Noma you were threatening her daughter. We're working together now, bruh. And Noma was like, yeah, I've already moved my daughter. So that's not going to quite work, is it, love? And Tariq said, this bitch here, like both of my hoes and turned against me. Both of them. All because I ain't want their asses. God damn. That was genius. Love that. So Kane was like, I've been waiting to do this a long time. And I like the way that old boy delivered that line. It was so good. So right as he's about to pow Tariq, the lights go off and Brady come out of nowhere, get the thumping. And I was like, come on, Tommy and Ghost, come on. So he passed Tariq the blinky. They get the pow. I think Brady even got Kane with that first shot. I think he was able to shoot him because when he first saw a thumping, Kane like swerved and he dropped his gun. So I think he ended up getting shot at some point, but I don't think it's going to be like anything bad or anything like that. So they able to shoot their way up out of there. They jump in the whip. And Tariq was like, how did you know? And Braden was like, Obi called me and said he owed you for the green cards. He was like, but what we do now, Tariq? He was like, I don't know. I think we just started an effing war. And I was like, come on, Power. This is the old Power that I am used to. Great setup for season 4. Great setup for season 4 because now Tariq about to get in his bag. He ain't got nothing to lose. He done lost his trust fund. The Tejadas is after him. Noma is an enemy now. Only person that he can rely on is his mama and Tommy, but they both gone. You know, Tasha pop in and out. I don't know if they're going to bring her back in more fuller time next season. I don't know, but he got Braden and he got Davis as of right now. But other than that, he ain't really got an Obi, you know what I'm saying? But that green card ain't, you know, thing that he did ain't gonna go so far. So he gonna have to make some new allies to help him to get rid of Noma and the Tejadas. Who can he get to help him? I'm thinking it might be more to RJ's character that we know of. I think that he might have some street ties, especially since he knew so much about Ghost. So he might be able to rely on RJ next season for help. We still have Ghost brother out there. Still don't know who that is. And we all know when things really go down, Tasha and I really firmly believe that Tommy is going to come to his aid. But I can't wait for this war next season with Tariq getting into his Ghost and Tommy and Kanan and Tasha bag, baby. Because he get to seeing illusions of Kanan. Oh, it's really gonna be up for the Tejadas next season. I'm ready. I just need for Tariq to take some boxing lessons, some taekwondo, some karate, or something. Because you can't continue to get beat up, love. Cannot continue to get beat up at all. But super excited. Give this season finale episode an A+. They really did the damn thing. I'm so excited for season 4. I'm invested again. I'm invested again to the point where I'm going to start, you know, getting back into my prediction bags. Y'all know I stopped doing that a long time ago because I didn't really care about the show because the writing wasn't good. But this season finale episode got me back excited about this Power universe. So excited for Force that'll be on. I think they said Force won't be on until when? July, September or some stupid crap. I don't know, but I'm so excited for Force. Y'all know I loved Force. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about the season finale episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell button. I love you guys and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.